What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Cosmic Carrie here, bringing you another World of Tanks video. And in the house, Bat Chat 25T Tier 10 French Medium. Currently, my fave Tier 10. That sounds very childish, very teenagerish. Is it? I don't know. But anyhow, I love this tech. I'm not sure what it was, but about 50 games or so. I think around the time that I was doing the review, possibly maybe when I was doing the review of the Bat Chat, I did my research on the thing and kind of rediscovered it or something. Because up until then, I hadn't. I acquired my Tier 10. And then, you know, it got placed in my garage, I got it, and that's it. And it seems to be the case very often with me and my Tier 10s, is that I acquire my Tier 10, I exhale, and move on to the next one. And do I play the thing? No, you know, and this is pretty much exactly the same thing that's going on with my E50M, which is, I've only got like, I think, 30 games underneath my belt. Even though it's a fantastic tank, I mean, it's the E50M. So a lot of people have declared it the best tank in the game, and but even though you've got it, you kind of don't have it. At the same time, I would say, due to the fact that you really haven't discovered it. You know, it's once you discover the tank, I think that's when you really start to play it. And perhaps I should do a review of the E50M. But with the Tier 10s, when I do a review of the Tier 10s, I never feel like I give them justice or enough credit, so to speak. So I don't know. It's and they're Tier 10s. You know, Tier 10s. They're Tier 10s. You know, there's your review. They're Tier 10s. They're top tier. You know, that's completely different from a Tier 8. You know, talking about the Sherman or this or that, and its strengths and weaknesses. You're Tier 10, you're Tier 10, you're top tier, you're always top tier. There you go, that's a review of a Tier 10. In a nutshell, you're Tier 10. You can obliterate pretty much everybody else. Unless they're a Tier 10. But going on a bit too much. Anyhow, putting my Bat Chat 25T to good use to work on Prokhorovka. Sniping, a bit of sniping, a bit of scouting, but this gameplay kind of really does showcase the teamwork. You're going to see me signaling to other people, working with my team, you know, through the dial system, and just putting good use of me and my team to full effect, especially with this gentleman up on the hill. I think he was in the E100, where you know, I was just communicating with him. There you go, Mr. Bob Campbell. Mr. Bob Campbell, how you doing, sir? Just a nice little back and forth between myself and him, and with the whole team. You know, I was communicating non-stop and trying to light up the bad guys, you know, wherever I could. And the bad guys were very, very timid. You can see me. You can see what I'm doing, and I'm not lighting up anybody. Yeah, possibly, maybe just a bunch of campers. I don't know, but either or, that's not the issue. The issue of the video, the issue is great teamwork. It really was great teamwork. We really felt part of a collective, of a team, and we just put, you know, those strengths to good use and pulverized the enemy team. Absolutely. So Mr. Tortoise out in the middle. I mean, I'm just eyeballing him because I know, you know, am I gonna get this? I should be possibly. Mr. Tiger 2 gets taken out. Wonderful. Still eyeballing the Tortoise. Keep in mind, Artie is in play. Should be. Oh, damn. Speak of the devil. He takes off 50% of my hit points, but the Tortoise is taken out, and we're all good. We're only leading by one, but you can sense weakness, hesitation, campiness in the enemy team. You can just sense it. There's like a imbalance on their part, where there's too many on one side, there's too many on the other side. Either or, they're not pushing enough. They're not this, they're not that, and I you can they don't have any strengths compared to our team. They don't have any weaknesses compared to our team. If you look at, you know, how our teams are, what's in our team, the mediums, the heavies, the scouts, is pretty much the same. There's no difference. We actually have one extra piece of arty, and but you can see our team being very aggressive, going for the jugular, pushing. Look at the green dots to my right, pushing. And I was initially saying, okay, you can be aggressive, but there's aggressive and then there's being cocky. And sometimes when you push too hard, that's what she said, you get cut down, you get mowed down. But these guys on the retreat, they're on the retreat, and I'm going to take full advantage of that, you know. But at the same time, detected, sixth sensed, and I know there's two Waffentraggers out there, E100s, so I'm toast. I'm 2 shots away from dying when it comes to the Waffentraggers. Look, I'm assuming that's them, because the right hand side of the map has been cleared out, so I'm assuming the snipers are to my left. And good communication there, reloading, affirmative, good communication, very, and there you go, there's the woofies in the back, and they're where they're supposed to be, so to speak. They are where they're supposed to be, and where they're supposed to be, that's kind of a loose term. Having said that, you go up there and you sniper, once you're lit up, you're dead. So woofies over here to my left, definitely a threat, so you're going to hardly see them lit up in this game, if I recall. And they're putting they're hiding well, they're putting their camo nets to good usage. That's what I'm assuming. Side of a VK45, I will take that, absolutely. And nah, that's not going to work, that last shot. No, that's not going to work, don't take it, you'll just get a bounce. Side shots and butt shots, that's what the gun of the 105 of the back chat specializes in. And the gentleman there getting very peed off and just goes in and tries to take me out. Oh, Mr. M48, come on buddy, possibly maybe you're just frustrated, who the hell knows. You never know what's the story of the opposing team and all of that good stuff. You just never know. You get in those games where they're just screaming and yelling at each other, do your job, and you know, who knows. Either or, I don't make the shot. Get very cheesed off there, very cheesed off indeed. And this is what I'm talking about. I was afraid of our my team there just being too aggressive, because when you're back there and you're trying to cross those railroad tracks, as soon as you cross, you're out in the open and you're fair game, and that can all be cut down. All your progress, all your hard work could all just disappear, and that whole flank that you shut down, you know, that the enemy can push through there, especially when you cross those railroad tracks. You know, somebody tracks you, that's it. You know, your gun's sticking up into the air, and you're dead, Yep. Awesome. Destroyed. How to keep them, but good, really decent teamwork. Nice. Bad guys being taken out one by one, little by little. Woofy, oh, Mr. Woofy. But you can see they're using cover to their advantage as much as possible. KV4. I think possibly maybe I just unlocked the KV4, I'm not sure. Keep in mind this is pre 1.8 update, so slightly older footage, but nonetheless still valid, still good. And mopping up, but very careful with the mopping up stage here, due to the fact, you know, it's woofies, and for the life of me I cannot light them up. I cannot light them up. Smart cookies, what can I say? So I wait for my team. I wait for my team so we can all push together. I'll light them up for my team, or we can all push together, either or, it's all good. Because in these stages I've seen it happen so many times, so often, where, you know, we outnumber the bad guys and we move in for the kill, for the mopping up stage, but we move in one by one, you know. Not me. I would never do that. But you know, our team moves in one by one, and it's no longer a case of 6 versus 3, due to the fact that the first one's moving in, so you're not using your overwhelming numbers as an advantage. So I get taken out a lot. It's all good. So definitely in the mopping up stages, all need to push together. So a very, very decent game. I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Another game coming up after this, where I have a very, very good game with Corellia. Take it easy, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like. Adios, muchachos.